Hello, friends, ladies, gentlemen. I got asked not an interesting question, a common question of where do I find my motivation? And I thought about it for a second, and I asked the person asking, what motivation are you talking in general or specific area? And of course, hit me right in between the eyes with, getting up and getting to the gym, going to the workout, and also staying on track on your diet. And I stewed on this. I'm still stewing on it. I'm trying to think of how I want to answer it. But before I start answering, I do want to share with you guys that I've been asked to join another Facebook support group called Trimming the Fat with a couple of other gentlemen that are at different stages of their weight loss journey. Some good information, some good, conversation, some good feedback from one another. And we're going to start doing almost like a podcast or a video podcast. I would like to do every week. I mean, just talking to these guys is a real joy, and I can't wait until we get that going. And I think one of our first topics is going to be about this motivation topic. But I wanted to say my thoughts first. A couple of other exciting things is going to be doing more exercise videos. Going to be bringing those out. Going to be, getting the food videos coming. Honestly, I'm just trying to get an environment clean enough, long enough with all four of my girls that I can put together a video without it looking like a total disaster. I'm self-conscious that way. Forgive me. I know most people are going to be like, it's no dirtier than our kitchen, or that's, a living house. That's how things are. And I get it. Just one of my little pet peeves. But back to motivation, there's always those standard comments or standard lines of, setting your goals and looking at your goals and achieving those. And the more I thought about it, I'm the opposite. And part of the reason why I'm doing this whole video series is because it is my motivation. Because in the previous times that I've lost large amounts of weight and doing excellent, I get to a point to where I'm happy and I'm comfortable. And being happy and comfortable, I forget my motivation. I know this sounds a little bit weird, but some of my most powerful motivation, whether it's to get up and go to the gym, or whether it's to make sure that my diet is on point, what I'm eating is what my body needs for fuel, and that I'm doing those things, that I'm making sure that I need to go to bed to make sure I get enough sleep. My biggest motivation are my darkest holes, are the darkest places that I've been at, are the, worst off scenarios, laying in a hospital bed, saying it's possible you're going to have a stroke at any second. Don't move, kind of things. And I forget those when I get healthy. The times where, having trouble going to the bathroom or, taking care of myself and cleaning myself properly, or, things like that I don't like talking about. I'm not comfortable talking about them. Nobody is, but it's a reality of morbid obesity. And when you get to a point to where you start forgetting those, or forget that that's where you can be at, it's easy to lose motivation. My motivation comes from, holding my chest, trying to grab my breath and thinking, what's going to happen to my kids? What's going to happen to my wife? Those thoughts are still fresh in my head. And you've never had those thoughts. Or maybe you have had those thoughts of what's going to happen to your kids, or what's going to happen to you, or what's going to happen to somebody you love when you're not there. And those are scary, scary, heavy thoughts to be having. So my motivation comes from my reality, that in reality I've put myself in a position that's made my life a lot more fragile than some others because of my choices. And if you're morbidly obese, so have you. Whether you've, had some of these near-death experiences, or whether you're just getting to that point to where you're, now realizing it or waking it up, your life is fragile right now. You're at a space to where I don't want to be hard on somebody because I'm there. I know it. But, if you haven't come to that realization yet, it's time to realize it. It's time to, start realizing that your choices are lifelong. Your choices are, have an impact on the quality of life that you have. And I want to have a better quality of life. I want my kids to have a better quality of life with me. I want my wife to have a better quality of life with me. I want, everybody around me to have a better quality of life. I want you to have a better quality of life. Right here, right now, that's part of my goal, is to share and open up like this so you have a chance to have a better quality of life as well. If you aren't to these places and you're just a little bit overweight and you're listening to this, it doesn't take long to slip a few extra cheeseburgers and, a few drinks a night, or whatever your vices are, Dairy Queen and Snickers. It doesn't take long for those before all of a sudden you look down and you realize, holy cow, where did all of this come from? Or you go to get up and it takes an extra grunt and a bit more effort to do so. We can dismiss these things a lot. So my motivation and my tip for you for motivation, if you can live through some of my experiences and take it as motivation, is how dark of a hole that we can get into, how depressed we can get, how poor things can get, that we're pushing other people and loved ones away consciously and subconsciously. You can be in that bad of a spot. And if you're somewhere there, sometimes that's the best motivation that you can have, is saying, no, I'm not going to be there anymore. I'm going to do something different. And to keep that motivation, make a video of it. Even if you never share it, put it on some online, storage thing like Amazon Photos or Google Pictures or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be high quality or anything, that you can look back on, when you start noticing your diet slip, and see how dark of a place you're in then, and that you don't want to get there. It's time to, say, you know what, I'm going to eat right today. I'm going to give my body the fuel that it needs and nothing else, because that's a choice that I'm going to make. I'm going to go walk a little bit more. I'm going to go enjoy the world as much as I can. Even if it's only 2 steps, I'm going to enjoy those 2 steps, even if I'm grunting. I'm going to stand an extra 30 seconds. Some of you may laugh at that, but that's a goal for some of us, is being able to stand for 30 seconds. I want to see if I can stand for 45 tomorrow. I want to see if I can stand for 30 seconds pain-free. I want to see if I can get moving. That is my motivation. I've been to the spot to where getting up is excruciatingly painful, and laying down hurts too. Let that be some motivation. You don't want to be there. And if you are there, let's get up together. Let's get moving together. Let's do something together. If you need to, leave a comment and just want to chatter back and forth, whatever I can do to get that motivation, do so. I'm here for that as much as I possibly can be. I want to see your feedback. I want to, be a part of helping you, because that helps me too, realizing that I let myself go this way. I'm going to use that tool. You can too. Be a part of this community. Let's grow together. Let's do things the best we can. I hope this motivates you. I hope this motivates me later on, even if nobody else watches it. Something I can look back onto when I'm feeling all happy and going, hey, I'm just going to have a few drinks tonight. Maybe I can pop this video on and realize, no, a few drinks puts me here. Maybe I can have an extra double cheeseburger or whatever. No, a double cheeseburger is what put me here. These choices put me here. I put me here. And I can stop it. And I'm going to stop it. And I'm going to be here for you, if I could speak, as long as I can, and try to make sure that I can be helpful for you as well. Please comment. Give me your feedback. Let me know. If you think this is worthwhile to share to somebody, then please share it. If you think the content that I'm giving is worthwhile, please subscribe, hit the notification, let me know. Because without people letting me know that this is worthwhile to them, I may just someday not be doing it because I don't feel it's making an impact. But I want to make that impact. I want it to be of value. I greatly appreciate you taking the time watching. I greatly appreciate your feedback and talking to me. I greatly appreciate you joining this journey with me. Let's do it together. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video.